Thank you, Trey. Good morning. I'd like to call the regularly scheduled Board of Selectmen meeting for Monday, March 3rd, 2025. Normally Charles does this, so would you lead us in?
Oh, I'd be honored, thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Item 2, public forum. Anyone wishing to address the board in public forum? Anyone? Anyone? No one? Okay. Item 3, approval of minutes. 3.1 would be February 10th, 2025 special meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments, questions, suggested changes? Hearing none. Let me try your minds. Selectman Federici.
Aye.
Those in the room?
Aye.
Aye.
That motion carries. 3.2, the February 13th, 2025 special meeting of the Board of Selectmen. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Any comments, questions, suggested changes, deletions? No? Hearing none, let me try your minds. Selectman Federici.
Aye.
Those in the room?
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. 3.3, the February 18th, 2025 regular meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments, questions, changes, etc.? Hearing none, let me try your minds. Selectman Federici.
Aye.
Those in the room?
Aye.
That motion. Item 4.
Busy month, budget season.
Yeah, it's gonna get busier this week too, so. Hopefully it's only 2 meetings, not 3, but, item 4, environmental planner Kevin McGee. 4.1, discuss and take possible action on purchasing a Ford Ranger 4x4 pickup truck from Jengris Ford off the state contract 24 PSX 0110. That sounds like a PlayStation game.
Sure.
Kevin, good morning.
Good morning. So the 2008 Ford Ranger I have is finally, or actually it's beyond its life almost pretty much now.
Is that the frame? The frame is.
The frame is
shot.
pretty well rusted out underneath. And we're basically on extra time with it right now.
Kevin, did you say 2008?
2008, correct.
Okay, thank you.
I think we got useful life out of it.
I would say that's right.
So it's being replaced with another Ford Ranger. Changes Ford. Alan's been checked with them down there. They have several on order through Ford, which are targeted to come back up to Genders Ford's facility. And this one's been asked to be reserved for us as part of that deal with them, and will be, like I said, a replacement truck for my 2008. This one would be a 4-door model. They really don't have the extended cabs anymore, pretty much. And it's within our budget of, I think I have $50,000. It's a budget item. There's a couple other accessories which we're ordering later for it, but just for the vehicle right now.
That's great. Yeah. And unfortunately, the availability of hybrids and trucks is pretty slim at this point.
Well, the availability is not within the price range.
Right. Got it.
They're just looking at a Jeep Cherokee that they have there, which has the battery, which gives you 20-30 miles around town on it. That's like 65 plus or so for that. And then, the Ford Lightning and those you're looking about 75, 80 plus, those different battery powered.
Yeah, what about the other direction, Kevin? Just out of curiosity, they have a Maverick, which is littler. Oh, maybe that's too small. Do you drive with other people on occasion?
Yes, and the Maverick itself does not have 4-wheel drive capacity in the hybrid mode.
Interesting.
The hybrid mode's only, my research, I believe it's only front wheel drive. Once you go beyond that, it becomes a regular motor.
Right. And your responsibility is to be off-road with some frequency.
Yes, yeah.
Following up on Lou's point, this is for an extended cab.
Correct.
Correct. How often do you bring others in the
Part of it's carrying people, part of it's supplies I have with me, keeping it in a heated
Oh,
environment behind the seat there.
it can't go in bed. Just
Now, some of it has to be heated there, yeah.
like what? I'm sorry, I'm curious, what has to stay heated?
I mean, right behind me, for some of it's convenient, some of it's heated. Documents, paperwork that I carry with me, kept in the back in terms of my posting signs and stuff, paint, spray paint containers and stuff I use for marking trees and stuff there. This time of year, paint and stuff cannot be
Right. Sure.
in a cold environment
Of
there.
course.
I do have, I mean, I don't carry people anyways lately because I don't have the capacity. About conferences, carpooling with, commission members, I have staff members where we're looking at things, we're driving in two different vehicles.
Mhm.
Where if I need to show them something, we can
That makes sense.
ride together on it, so there's,
Thank you.
currently, I don't have the capacity for it, so basically my answer is no, but yes, I do have that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
Thank you for explaining. That makes sense.
Wetlands Commission, and we may come back into it in the future, right now, we used to carpool.
Mhm.
With COVID, everybody's driving to the site singularly, as things improve, we may be
Yeah.
carpooling again, and picking some members up again, so with the time and how things change and stuff there, so.
Thank you.
All right, is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Yeah, and I'll second.
There you go. Well, everybody can second it.
There we go.
We'll give you it next time.
All right, anything further? Hearing none, let me try your minds, Selectman Federici.
Aye.
Those in the room? Aye, that motion carries. Kevin, thank you, good luck.
Yep.
When do you anticipate getting it?
I think they said May or so, they're hoping for to be turned around. I mean, I'd love to have it earlier because this thing's making, every now and then I hear some different creaks and stuff on it.
The frame doesn't fall off.
I don't go out, I try not to go out of town with it.
Okay, thank you, Kevin.
Yep.
Item 5, Parks and Recreation Director, Pam Beery, 5.1.
Good morning.
Good morning. We move from the table and take possible action to waive section 214, 2A of the town code to allow the serving of ceremonial wine as part of a community center room rental. Is there a motion to remove it from the table?
So moved.
And a second.
I'll move the remove from table. Second.
Okay.
Sorry, you guys.
Are you on a little tape delay here? Or?
I suspect the wireless is not as good as it might be.
Got it. That's true.
I'm getting
You are
a lot of
on-
jumps in the video.
Got it. Okay, Pam.
Okay, so last meeting,
Yep.
the board requested that we answer a few questions. I had those questions answered, sent a FAQ to you. We do have Larry Small online.
Good morning, Larry. You're muted, I think. We can't hear you.
How
Are
about
you?
now?
That
Better.
works. Good. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I apologize.
No problem.
Yeah, so we went to the extent to make sure that the board would get the answers to your questions. We were asked if there would be any attendees under the age of 21. Yes, the majority of attendees will be families, including their children at this event. Families typically sit together. Parents will monitor and look after their children. Additionally, our group will assign attendants to assist families and individuals to find seats. How much wine will be served as part of the observance? A single bottle of red wine will be provided. Toward the end of the memorial discourse, plates with pieces of unleavened bread and glasses containing a very small amount of wine to be passed among the attendees. Parents will ensure that children do not partake of either the bread or the wine. I don't know if I should continue
Yeah,
reading
no, we're
everything.
good. Yeah, we're pretty good.
Okay,
I think the short answer is this completely satisfies the concerns
It
that we
does.
had. And we welcome proposed witnesses to Guilford, Lawrence, and glad you have chosen Guilford. Hopefully we are an accommodating and welcoming community. We think we are. So nice to have you and your congregation taking advantage of our facility.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a pleasure to hear that.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the waiving of section 214-2A of the town code to allow the serving of ceremonial wine as part of a community center room rental for the, was it Westbrook?
Yes.
The Westbrook Congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses.
So moved.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm trying not to talk over everybody.
I know, sorry.
Okay, any further comments or questions? Hearing none, let me try your minds. Selectman Federici.
Aye.
Here we got that right. Those in the room?
Aye.
That motion carries. Lawrence, again, we hope you enjoy your time and the facility meets your expectations.
No doubt it will. And I thank all of you on the board.
You're welcome. Item 5.2, consider and take possible action on adding a cyclone spinner for the Jacobs Beach Playground using program funds. I'll vote yes if I get to use it first.
And I will say that we also would, if there's additional, like right now, we have an additional amount of money that's going into Jacob's Playground with some unknowns,
Okay.
right? So we're purchasing, because Public Works is doing the majority of the work,
The site prep.
right, site prep. So if there's additional funds left over there, we would look to seek the approval of the board to use that as well.
We use
But-
those first.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
and then go into programming.
Exactly. So this spinner is such a huge success at Bittner Park.
What is it?
It's literally looks like a Christmas tree. It's like a tree, but it's got all nets around it and it's 2 level. So you can go inside it up on the thing, you can hang on it and it spins. I mean, the kids are just crazy about it and it can hold like 25, 30 kids. They
Oh my
pile on it. And so it just is such a huge hit that I just think we need to add it. It's that great. So the vendor has room for it.
Okay.
And-
Good design.
So excited about that. Yeah. It's gonna add another great element to Jacobs.
Excellent. Excellent. Does anyone want to make a motion?
Sure, I moved to buy the spinner. To write on.
And Lou, are you seconding?
I am seconding.
Any further comments or questions? The only comment is thank you for continuing to look at ways to enhance the experience down there and create a more lively environment for our children. So, thank you. Let me try your mind, Secretary Federici.
Aye.
Those in the room?
Aye.
Aye, that motion carries. 5.3, discuss and take possible action to contract with Pyrotechnico Fireworks for the fireworks display on July 12th, 2025 and July 11th, 2026.
Okay, I just need to sincerely apologize for this getting by me. I had so many moving parts last May, because I came to the board, I believe it was in March or early
It
April,
was
got your
first
approval.
meetings.
Yeah.
And then we said, but wait, but by the way, we need 3.
Right,
Yeah.
so I got that approval, but after that, come May, when I was planning for Bittner Playground and going to planning zoning and inland wetlands, it was brought to my attention by the vendor when I was signing the 2024 contract that because the World Cup is coming and because America's 250th is coming, they were encouraging contracts because most likely they're going to be booked. So I can't even say why. I just think I thought I had been here a million times and it just got by me. And I didn't get your approval, so I'm seeking your approval today.
But you originally secured a 3-year.
I don't
Price.
think you
No,
approved
you
it.
had
Yes.
from the vendor. You had secured it.
Afterwards, after the 2024 was signed and approved, they then came back a month later when I was signing that one and said they encouraged a multi-contract because of that. And I think in my haste of securing it, I just thought I had gotten the approval it was brought to my attention just last month where I was like, oh my God, I don't recall coming back. And I quickly emailed Matt and just said, I think this got lost in the shuffle.
So we committed to the vendor, but we don't have 3 bids. Is what happened.
Yes, Yes, and I certainly, one good thing about it is not, well, two good things. We secured it in a very, very busy upcoming 2 years. And secondly, we got the same price
Yeah,
multiple years.
right.
It's not going up.
Right.
They stuck at 19,000 for the 3 years, which is really good. So most likely that would have been increased each year. But I could come back with quotes.
I think we have the capacity to waive bids. I think this is a perfect example of an opportunity to do that. First off, this organization, we've been very pleased with the delivery, their performance, et cetera. And now they're basically guaranteed the same price for 3 years. So, and again, the likelihood of, as you said, with the season being upon us, even the opportunity to get 3 bids may be limited.
And when you did you got the 3 quotes last year, we hadn't done. So
Right, we have just.
if we lost it for this year and we pick it up again next year, it's more frequently than what we had done for a long time. So I feel very comfortable just going forward. Yes.
Lou, anything? You okay?
No, it's good. Yeah, it's all good. Those are good numbers. It's obviously a necessary, in my opinion, necessary event that we should be sponsoring.
All right, so there's a motion to take action and contract with Pyrotechnic and Fireworks for the fireworks display on July 12th, 2025 and July 11th, 2026.
So moved.
Lou?
Second.
She beat you to it.
Darn.
She left it hanging there for you. Any further comments or questions? Hearing none, let me try your minds. Selectman Federici.
Aye.
Those in the room? Aye.
Aye.
That motion carries. Pam, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Item 6. Receive report. 6.1, receive report from the Economic Development Coordinator. Hans Rudis.
Morning.
Good morning. Before John began, he may talk about this, but John was very, very instrumental in the most recent securing of the mooring property or 505 Whitfield. He worked extensively to make that happen. He also was instrumental in making the meeting go the way it was supposed to. We literally, at the 11th hour, said, I think we ought to have it in the gymnasium. So John coordinated that with the school. So John, great job.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a little bit of a scramble, but we got
We got it. We got it.
And just to be clear, there'll be no conjecture. Just want to be clear.
We do know what it means.
We do know it.
We know what it means.
I did look it up. There's a couple different definitions. So just,
Man, you just made me think of one thing. Do we have the gymnasium for the budget meeting on April 1st?
No,
We have the auditorium.
auditorium.
Okay, all right, which holds 600 people.
It's 550 seated, another.
you could put another 100.
Yeah,
Scan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Richard.
No problem. Just a couple updates on some businesses, and some dealings in town. So the Village West project is going before PZ's Planning Zoning Committee tomorrow, Wednesday
Wednesday
evening.
night.
Yeah, they're looking through for approval on a drive-through retail location and building height and some site plan review. So we'll see what comes from that.
Okay, so do they get approval in pieces, like this is for the front part? So the buildings in the back, the apartments in the back, they have to come back for that, or that's already going forward, sort of?
I'm not sure where the plans are on the apartment buildings yet, but I think they probably have to come back with that. I think their target is, well, they're going for building height, so it might include the apartment
It
buildings.
does, it does. And also, I think last we met, we approved Kevin McGee's request to hire an
Yes.
engineering firm for the Indian wetlands and also just the general engineering on the site. So
I did have a Guilford constituent ask me about the building height, and I really didn't know too much about the building height. Are they looking to make the buildings a little higher than our standard height?
So if you're over in Branford Landing, it is, it's gonna be similar to those buildings where the garages and the storage underneath and then 2 stories above that. So,
Okay. This is mainly requirements, isn't it? To, because of climate issues and things like
No,
that?
not there.
no,
Not there, no. Okay, that's
That's
just.
just their
Okay.
design, yeah. Yeah, it's the same, or one of the same.
Is the
buildings.
shopping center gonna be over the height limit or is mainly the apartments behind?
I believe so. I think it's the apartments.
Okay,
The townhouse development on State Street, everything that's constructed is sold. And they were looking at closing on 2 others, 2 other contracts pending there. Old Navy opened
Quiet.
quietly. I went in, I met the manager. What's the plan? How do you advertise it? It wasn't,
Soft opening.
it was a soft opening. They did a grand opening, I guess, Saturday, whatever that entailed. H2O Farm received their Connecticut Agricultural Transition Grant for their fertilizer reactor system. They've received $49,000 in grant from the state on that. We all know about the Moorings property. Char Lemon is just waiting on some permits. I have to check with our town south here, see what's going on with that. Playable, which is a poke bowl eatery, it's coming to Guilford Commons as well. I think that takes up the last open space there. And that's about it at the moment.
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
I have one other update, rather quietly, last Monday, was it last Monday? Yeah.
well, you
The
told me
app
the
found-
24th.
The App Foundation opened. And I did take the opportunity to stop up there one morning. Sat in the parking lot across the street. It's a pretty orderly process. And I then also took the opportunity to drive in and talk to the full-time security person who is out in the parking lot, who I had met when we did a walkthrough with the police department some time ago. Said there have been no issues at all. And, you know, the process they were using was, including myself, because I drove in around the back of the building, was gonna drive out, and he got out of his vehicle to walk over to just make sure, they want to make sure folks are there observing appropriate protocol. So, yeah. Very good.
I drove by too because you had shared with me that it was gonna, and I didn't think it was open because it was so quiet and I saw plants in the windows. I thought somebody's there. So that's good.
And again, I think that the numbers that had been suggested, number of clients or patients would be about 80 a day. And, you know, when you start at 6 o'clock in the morning, that kind of traffic is not going to be that significant. So, well, let's see how it goes. But it's in operation at this point. All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, item 7, appointments and resignations. Act on a recommendation to move Jim Goodrich from an appointed member to an elected member of the Board of Assessment Appeals to fill the balance of Blaze Leviton's vacant seat. Vacant elected
I'd like
seat.
to make that motion, Matt.
Got it? Is there a second?
Second,
Any comments or questions? Hearing none, let me try your minds. Selectman Federici?
Aye.
Those in the room?
Aye.
7.2, act on a recommendation to appoint Ann Robinson to fill the balance of Jim Goodrich's vacant seat for a term ending March 1, 2026.
I'd like to make that
I
one,
thought
please.
you would. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. Let me try your minds. Selectman Federici?
Aye.
Those in the room?
Aye.
That motion carries. Act on the resignation of Elias Capeche from the Economic Development Commission with appreciation and regret, although it's not far beyond because he's going to be joining another board in a minute. So is there a motion?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Let me try your minds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The reason that Elias resigned from the Economic Development Commission is he's a math teacher, not in Guilford, but another neighboring community. He's got an interesting CV. Take a look at him. And the EDC meets on Tuesday mornings, one Tuesday morning a month at 8 o'clock. So
Yeah.
he's molding young minds at the time. So anyway, is there 7.4 act on a recommendation to appoint Elias to the zoning board of appeals for a term to expire on February 28, 2029?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Let me try your minds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, Lou. Selectman Federici, online. All right, item 8, committee reports.
Things are going along, with the Affordable Housing Commission. It's a lot of, background work happening with, we approved bylaws. We're working on a strategic plan. We're gonna resume developer conversations very soon. So there is activity, and we did have an election to, appoint a permanent chair for a 2-year term, and that is, Mary Jo Kestner, and Christy Rubin Dunst had been acting chair for the last, first I was co-chair with her, but then I had to resign from that position, but she's been handling it for about 3 years with a lot of work and effort, and MJ, who's been on the committee since the start, is now gonna take over as chair. So,
And much thanks. You're probably pretty relieved that they didn't vote you in.
oh, well, I'm the BOS representative, so I don't think I could be the chair, but what a shame, huh?
Yes. And thanks to Christy for her
Yes.
years of
And
leadership.
she's still
During-
with us.
during- Oh, yeah, during the formative stages.
Yeah.
Good. Correspondence? Old business?
I'm not sure if this is old business or new business, but I do want to comment on the amount of turnout that we had last week for the meeting on 505. It was great. Staff were incredibly well prepared, appreciated there. And I think most of the comments were really helpful.
I would agree, Lou. 910 people were checked in by the registrars of voters. By the time we voted, I don't think all 910 were still there because it had gone on for a while. But and it is in the 33 years I've been doing this. That's the largest turnout at a town meeting, a special town meeting. My recollection is that we probably had 400 or 500 at the Guilford High School when they voted on the first turf field, which was a pretty, it was a meeting that garnered a lot of attention. So, and I want to thank the board for the support and willingness to work together to make sure this thing happened. I think we're going to be good. Now the work really begins, though.
Yeah.
And we'll be starting that shortly. John and I are meeting this afternoon to start to talk about that process. All right, new business? Okay, then, public forum. Anyone wishing to address the board in public forum? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Well,
Let me try your minds. Selectman Federici?
Aye.
Those in the room?
Aye.
Aye. 9 o'clock start. Not bad.
Yeah.
Now you can
Impressive.
get back to your regularly scheduled programming. Does that mean cross-country skiing? Lou?
We're packed. We're heading back
Ah.
to the civilization today.
Got it. All right, safe trip home.
Thank you. See y'all.
All right.